I promised earlier to talk about CV and PE. And always, guys, I just want you to know that this is on Success Academy training, the site that we have. It's always also explained during certification. So it's on there 24/7. But I want the people to understand what CV and what PE is so that it can help propel your business to the next level. And so I'm going to use this little short time to do that. And Coach Dan, as well as Coach, look at you. You are a coach. Minister, Mr. Minister Diamond Mooney. I might have that all, but all three of those are there. So let me reduce my screen, I think. It says when I'm going to give the host to you, Willie, because it says when I am the host, I am recording, I can't reduce my screen. So I'm going to give you the host, and then you're going to let me reduce my screen. I know there's another way to do it, but I'm going to do it the way I know how to do it right now. For time's sake. I'm going to make you the total host. No, I better make you, I don't know if I can do it if I'm the co-host.
Is it working?
Okay, I can do it.
Okay.
So let me bring the screen up. So here we are about to share the screen for you. So quickly, because again, I want to get through this. It's very important information that you can use in your business. And so when you go into your back office, we got so many new people coming on board. This is invaluable. But when you go into the back office, and Dr. Coach Dan Mooney, you can add to it if you like. But my team, you want to click on my team. You want to go down to Data Viewer. Now your Data Viewer has a lot of great information there for you. So what you want to do is you want to put your number in. So your ID number, which is at the top left-hand corner, for those that don't know, top left-hand corner is right there. And if you go in and you click on that and say you want to look at what happened in the month of April, since we just finished. So April, this is May. We're going to go back to, well, let's do May. I don't know what's happening. So you put that in there, and then you go, and today is the 12th, I believe. So if you put the 12th in and you hit go, okay, so right here, this person in their organization has done, when we talk about CV, so CV is when you hear Melissa congratulate the people that hit bronze. That means that you did 500 or 500, between 500 and $999 in website sales on your own personal website. That means you're a bronze. If you're a silver, you hit $1,000 to $1,499. Or is it? Well, no, $1,999. $2,500 is the next level. So anything between the 1,000 and the 25, you're at 30%. When you hit 25 to 4,099. You can interject, Mooney. I don't know those numbers, but these are the
you're
numbers.
at 35%.
You're at 35%. And when you get up to the 5,000, you're going to be at 50%. Now, all of those numbers, what you're getting paid is that if you just do $499 on your website, and where do those numbers come from? They come from your own personal purchases on your website, as well as your customers. So when we're talking about anytime we are talking about CV. We are just talking about this personal and this number right here. So far for the month, this person has 195.0 as far as CV was concerned. If this was the end of the month, guess how much they get paid? They would get paid 20% of 195. As soon as this number becomes 500, they would be getting paid 25% of what's on their sale. But along with the increase in the volume, you have to have customers also. Okay, so anytime you're looking to find out what your CV is, it's right here. And what you're looking for in this number is those increments between 20% and 25. So when you hit 500, now you're going to be paid 25% of the sales, the volume that's done on your website in a calendar month. When it goes up to 1,000, you're going to be paid 30%. But also, and that 30% is paid in cash and free product. Also, customers come along with that. So as the customers, as you increase in the commission, you have to have a certain amount of customers. So anytime somebody is talking about CV, the only number you personally are looking at is this number right here. This is your CV, okay? Now, CV accounts for you hitting bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. You hear that all the time. So when she's talking about, Melissa saying, hey, the people that hit bronze, they're talking about you and your customers, what you did right here in CV. Now, when you talk about points earned helps advance you to ranks. And this is the column you're looking for, okay? This total right here. And right here, remember, that going to Pearl means that 75% of your volume can come from one place, okay? So like if you did 1,500 yourself in your business and your CV numbers drops over here into PE, then you need to have one other person do 500 and you're a Pearl. So how do you do that evenly? If you come in and you purchase a full crown jewel, you just get 1,000 points. And if you sponsor someone in that same calendar month and they did the same thing, you just made Pearl. And that's kind of the easiest way to do it, you know? Suppose you had 500, you came in and you purchased the first half of that crown jewel, and you had 3 other people do the same thing, you are a Pearl. Now, when it comes to jade, you can have only 60% can be done by somebody. So anything over 60%, if somebody does more than 60%, all you can count from that person is the 60%. It could be you that did the 60%, but no one person can do over 60%. Now, when it comes to, what am I trying to say, guys? When it comes to sapphire, remember that 50% rule applies. So right here, this person is about 8,000 away from emerald, but you got to find out if no one person can do more than 25,000 right here, okay? So once you find that out, and then you know who your team members are, you can go up there and you can put a number in here from one of your team members. So let's do that. Let's do somebody in this person's team. And so what happened in their team, you can take a look and you can see that 16,000. So 16,000 was done from this one leg. How much do you have to have? There's a very good chance that this person is pretty even, because if one leg did 16,000, they got 3 or 4 other legs, maybe 5 or 6 other legs that are working. So you can venture to say that this person might not. So if this person right here had 25,000, then that's all that they could count towards going to emerald. Now write your questions down, because I know maybe I'm not saying it right. And so I want you to understand this so you can conquer and do what Mooney suggested you to do earlier today when he was talking about how do you eat that elephant. Okay, so right here, you already know that this person can contribute about a little less than $9,000. And after that, if this person ends up at 30,000, all you can count towards Emerald is 25,000 of that. Again, no one person can do more than 50% when you start hitting Sapphire, Ruby, and not Diamond, Sapphire, Ruby, and Emerald, okay? So these are the numbers that count. Not only do you have to have the numbers, let's go back to that original person. Not only do you have to have the numbers, but you have to have the equal amounts, which you can use. No one person can take you anywhere. So that's how you do it. So if you want to know your team, and then what happens is during the month, you can check, you know, like this is, I cannot believe this is what, the 12th day of May. So I would be checking numbers right now to see where my team was. So if you know you got one leg, and one leg, what does a leg represent? A leg represents who you personally sponsor. And I don't care how many people come behind that in that organization, all that accounts for you is one leg. Okay? So just one leg. So anybody that you personally sponsor counts for a leg. What do you have to do Sapphire above? You have to have at least 2 legs. I would tell you to go out there and sponsor at least as many people as you can, so you never have to worry about, wow, I wonder if I'm even or not. Because once you have to depend on, you know, being behind by not having enough people that you personally sponsored to make those numbers up. Again, it can be 2 or more, but it has to be more than 2. So don't get caught up in you know, supporting your team. Yes, you support your team, but you never, ever, ever stop bringing new people yourself into the organization. Now, a lot of times you don't know what PE is. I mean, not PE, but CV. And the dollar amount of the product is not always the same. So let's just look at what you're looking for when you're counting CV. So let's go to the topicals. And we're going to choose one of the products. Let's go and let's choose hemp powered hair. So you want to click on it to view. And then, is it opening up for me? So you're going to click on it, and you're going to go down, and you're going to look, and it's going to tell you, this is $49.95, and it will give you 40 CV. That's how much you can count towards CV. So each product, when you can look and break down things, you know that you want to be, I'm like Minister Mooney. Try to go for 1,000 CV every month, because if you do that, it will build so much confidence that in your business, it'll just blow your mind. So you know that selling a bottle of hemp powered hair is going to give you 40 CV. It says UCV here, but this is the number you're looking for, so you can count how much CV a bottle of hemp powered hair is going to get you to, okay? This is how you want to break your month down. And I'm going to let Minister Mooney talk a little bit about eating that elephant a bite at a time. But I hope, let me ask some questions about the CV and the PE before I give it to Minister Mooney. Anybody got any questions on CV? And just unmute yourself, or let me see. Or raise your hand so I can know to unmute you. Or put it in the chat. Y'all don't ask questions, but then you'll let me know later. No question is one that somebody can't learn from. So they don't have any questions about PE or CV. So Minister Mooney, you want to talk about eating that elephant?
Yep, let's talk about eating the elephant. So, okay. So let's look at, you want to look at it from a month perspective or for?
I don't know if we have time for that, but I want you to just tell them how important the CV is, how the confidence. Wait, I see a question. I don't think you will get what's the best way to increase PE. Well, PE is when you're counting any packages that are purchased and your CV. So if you're doing CV, it's pouring right into that PE. And now is a good time for Minister Mooney to kind of share what you're going to be doing. So if you can do that in like 12 minutes, 13 minutes, you got it, Mooney.
Oh, okay. For PE and CV or just PE?
Well, she wants to know how to build the PE. So recruiting does build PE, but the CV pours into the PE also.
So you guys gonna have to pardon how this looks. Can you?
He marked it up on Workout Wednesday, so.
Let me see. Is that big enough for y'all? Can y'all see that? I didn't crop it. Okay, so if anybody can't see it, then I'll go from there, but this is already made. Let me see. Okay, cool.
Iola said she could see it.
Okay, cool. So let's work with it.
Crystal said she could see it.
Okay, so ignore all the graphics around it, right? Okay, but let's just focus in. Oops. Let me go back. Okay, so let's focus in and let's look at PE. Let's look at points. Now, my theory is party to get points, party to get points, party to get points. So let's just, I want you to look at this month that I'm looking at saying June, but I want you to do this activity this month starting today. So what I have here is I look at my whole month. This is biting off the element. This is a person that I'm saying, okay, we're going to go for Sapphire, right? So notice this number here, it says 2,500 in CV. That's real big. But when I look at the fact that the month ends on the 30th, right? I'm like, wait a minute. We're at the beginning of the month. So the month ends on a Wednesday. So let me just look at this. If I start on the 2nd, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. So I'm going to take that CV 2,500 and I'm going to divide it by 4. If I was to take 1,000 in CV, which is my goal, I'm going to divide it by 4. And what I'm saying is from Wednesday to Wednesday, if it's $1,000 goal that I'm going for, I'm going to eat the 1/4 of that elephant, $250, going for 1,000 in that first week. I'm going to eat another part of that elephant the next week. That means every single week from the 2nd to the 9th, 250. From the 9th to the 16th, 250. 16th to the 23rd. Is it possible to do $250 in a week, showing off that $1,000 elephant versus doing it, right? Trying to think of it and trying to crunch it in the whole month. What this means is you have to take action now. And when you decide to take action, you take your total goal and you divide it by the weeks that you're going to take action. Chewing off that elephant. And then you're going to chew it off per day. So if that's $250 a week, wow, how much is that per day? If I was to do 5 days, that's $50 a day.
Minister Mooney, can I just interject that every time you have your party, you put that CEO hat on and you say how much you want to get from that party. Because otherwise, you're just shooting it. Say what you want to get off the phone after the invitation, and go ask them if they're 1, 2, or 3.
That's right. Okay, so very quickly, I have 10 minutes, and this is going to be real easy because I already have it drawn out. This is somebody who says, I want to be Sapphire. Sapphire is $10,000, right? Sapphire is $10,000, but this person is saying, I want to be Sapphire. I'm ready right now. Look at what they do. And this can be done now. You don't need, I'm going to show you how this can be done now with more than 15 days left in the month. Let's look at our first 15 days. Remember, week to week, from the 2nd to the 9th, I'm making sure that I party twice a week. I'm partying here on Friday. I'm partying here on a Sunday. And at every single party, I'm going to invite my butt off. Why? Because Sales Academy training says that I should have a minimum list of 100. I'm going to take that list. I'm going to take Facebook. I'm going to take phone calls. I'm not going to spam. I'm going to get up. I'm going to invite about 50 to 100 people to this one, 50 to 100 people for this one. Now, will all 50 to 100 show up? No. Right? Out of the 100 people, probably 10 to 20 people will show up. Out of 50 people, half of that. So that means 5 to 10, right? Yeah, I did do that right. Okay, so is it possible, just say minimum, out of 5 to 10 people at each party, will one possibly sign up for the partner? If I shoot the number higher, is that probable? Mathematics says yes. The bell curve says yes, right? Okay, so that's 1,000, 2,000. This person here is going to party on this day. This person here is going to party on the next day. What you're doing is you're going to map out when are you going to party. And these new people are going to, it's either going to be your party or your grand opening. Now, this is all PE, the total points. That's 1,000, that's 2,000. So this person, right, you're the Sapphire. This is not you. This is you, the first party. So this person is partnering with you at this party. This person is partnering with you at this party. So now this person is going to party here on the 9th, and this person is going to party on the 11th. That's 4 parties. But remember, I said 2 a week. Here go my 2 for the first week, right? Here go my 2 for the second week, right? Boom, boom. First week party for this person, 1, 2. Second week's party, boom, 1, 2. So this person, you have to commit to partying, and then anybody who comes in your business, they're going to party too. So somebody comes into business on the 11th, somebody comes in on the 14th. How much money is that? That's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 before the 15th. And you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parties. You committed to 5 parties, but those 5 parties that you planned out already, you committed this month. That's $5,000. So let me give you some language. The language is this. If you have your party on a Friday, the language is this. When that person comes in, hey, my schedule allows me, you need to do your grand opening. My schedule allows for me to do a party on Wednesday and a party on Friday. Which day are you available to do your grand opening? You got that language? Hey, you who just came in at this second party, right? My schedule allows me to do 2 parties, right? And I'm ready to do 2 parties for you. I'm available on Wednesday and Friday. Which day do you want to do your grand opening? Now, these are 4 or 5 new people who just came in your business and they're ready to party. They've been partying, new people getting ready to party, but you are partying. That's 5,000, right? Now, let's keep partying. Now, I haven't even counted that goal of the CV that you had, right? But now, let's not count it right now. On this day, we're going to schedule, this is my 3rd week, my second week. This is just the second week going into the 3rd week. I'm going to schedule 2 parties, 1 party here, 1 party here. This person is probably going to party here, right? Or this person is going to party here, or this person is going to party here. That we just partying. The goal is to, the reason I map it out like that is because there's a lot of Sales Academy training going on. And I feel that when a person starts, you should be able to plug them within 48 hours to a Sales Academy training. Within 72 hours of a person starting, they should be ready to party. You run that theory and look at this all the way to the end of the month, because this is the last day of the month. Yes, we do party on the last day or right before the day. You can pick parties all through here. If that's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 plus CV. Oops, did Phyllis say we was doing 1,000 in CV? That looks like all I did was party, invite. I haven't even counted my team CV. I haven't even counted a whole lot of stuff that happens in between. Like tonight, we have a Zoom tonight. Mondays, we have Zoom. I could plug so many people from my list into so many different parties, and the people who are coming in, they party, and it's just a whole lot of moving parts. Anybody have any questions? If you cut this in half and you said, okay, let's cut this in half, meaning we're not at the 15th. We got the end of the month left. How many times are you going to party this month? Are you presuming we can make 1,000 per party in sales? Excellent question. I'm assuming, and I'm knowing this because I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen with people who just said, I'm plugging in people. I got to plug them in somewhere, even when I have my own party. Yes, the person is going to partner with you if you invite the number of people, or a person is going to spend money with you. And I wouldn't worry about, I would just set the goal. I don't know who's going to show up to my party, but my mindset is that somebody out of all these people is going to partner tonight. And I'm going to follow up. And if they say that they missed the party after I asked them what did they like, I'm going to say, and if they say I missed it, oh my God, you don't know what you just missed. But I tell you what, I got another party, or Dr. Rita is coming on Wednesday night. There's so much going on. The millennials on Thursday. You see how I'm pointing out this calendar? Right? So look at your calendar, break it down. You can look at it from now until the end of the month, break it down, plug it with parties, and plug people in. Any other questions? All right. That's the visual. Take a screenshot of this. I'm sorry, I apologize, but take a screenshot of this. I haven't cropped it because I just taught it. But this is what I've seen with my team. I've seen a CV formula happen with the team from week to week, and writing these numbers down, challenging that CV, breaking down the elephant, whether it's 250 a week, whether it's 1,000 a week, whatever it is, you have the month and the days to break it down and chew it up and eat that whole elephant. So let me stop sharing. All right, Kathy, it's on you.